Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Shadowman Read. Today I'll be starting off the brand new year with my January ARC reading vlog. So technically it's not the brand new year, it's technically like mid-December, but I want to get a head start on this and start getting to reading with some of my January arcs. So let's just kind of go through the books that I want to read. So last year I tried doing this. I stopped after like a few months of it just because I feel like it was getting too much for me. I couldn't handle reading too many books. I was reading 4 books each time, plus all of my TBRs and the other secret TBRs that I was doing, these reading vlogs, etc., and it was getting just too much. So this year I wanted to change things up a little bit, and I decided to limit it to 2, maximum 3 books depending on how I felt, and they can be a variety of ebooks as well as physical, because I do have a lot of NetGalley books because of COVID and the publisher's not really sending out a lot of physical books, and I also do have a few physical books. So for January I have 3 books picked out, and whether or not I get to all 3 of them is kind of, you know, who knows. But I am actually already halfway through with the first ebook, and that is The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins. This book is a thriller southern retelling of Jane Eyre. So far I am loving this book so much. It is super fascinating. It's just like I don't know, it's just like the way how the book is written and the anticipation to find out like what is going on. This book mostly follows Jane, who is, you know, obviously the Jane Eyre, and kind of like how she was a dog walker before, and you can see that she has some sort of mystery and some like hidden past. So you don't know what it is exactly, but it has a lot of allusions to it already in terms of like what it is, but the specifics have not been revealed. And now she is engaged to Mr. Rochester, who is Eddie Rochester, whose wife as well as her best friend passed away like a few months prior or so. I think it was a few months prior, and due to like a boating accident. And since then he's been like single by himself until he meets Jane, his, you know, new dog walker. So things kind of go from there, and I'm loving it a lot so far. It's super fascinating. Definitely can't wait to see like where this book will take me. And what's most interesting so far is that other than Jane's perspective, it's also peppered in a little bit with an anonymous perspective. I can't tell you who it is because huge spoilers, but when this perspective was revealed I was like, whoa, okay, like I should have guessed it, but like I also like, I don't know, like I wasn't expecting it, I guess. But so far I'm really enjoying it, so highly recommend this so far. So this is the first book that I'll be reading. Then the next ebook that I plan to read is Cast in Firelight. This one I believe is about 2 teenagers. One's like a princess and one's a prince, and something to do with magic. There's magic involved here, and it also follows the fact that the 2 of them are actually betrothed, and before they actually end up meeting together, something happens with the criminal underbelly and they take control, and so the 2 of them go into hiding, dawn on these like hidden identities, and of course they meet up. But the thing is, prior to them meeting up this time around, they haven't seen each other for a very long time, so they don't actually recognize each other. So I'm assuming the 2 of them meet up and they fall in love, not realizing that they're actually, you know, supposed to be married. But I am super intrigued by this concept and it sounds interesting, so I definitely cannot wait to read this. So the third book that I plan to read is actually a physical book, and that is Influence by Sarah Shepard and Lilia Buckingham. I got this book back in, I think it's for ALA. It was supposed to come out in June 2020, but I think it got pushed back to sometime in January 5th 2021 to be exact. All I know is that this is supposed to be a twisty mystery that takes place in a fiercely competitive world of influencers. It's short, I feel like it'll be an easy read, and that's all I really know. So those are the 3 books I am planning to read during this reading vlog. Hopefully I get to all 3 of them, but I'm not gonna put too much pressure on myself, and at least aim for 2. Like that's kind of my minimum goal, and then hopefully I get to all 3. But at least I am halfway with the first one already, and I am loving it so far, so I definitely can't wait to continue and just see if I like the other 2 books. But anyways, that is it in terms of this very lengthy intro, but the next time I see you guys will be more of an update. want to jump in quickly, give you guys an update. So I have managed to finish The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins. I really enjoyed this book. I gave this book 4 stars. I know I haven't updated in a while because I've just been so busy with work. Like right now it's the holidays and I'm in e-commerce, so the holidays are insanely busy and it's just crazy. But I have read this. I actually finished like a few days ago and I really enjoyed it. It is way more intense. Like the ending I definitely didn't expect at all. There's so many plot twists to it. It's like a really great retelling, a thriller retelling of Jane Eyre. And like, to be honest, the more I think about it, I feel like the original Jane Eyre is also kind of like a thriller in a way too, because there's like a mystery in there and you're trying to figure out like, you know, what's going on in the house, etc. And there's definitely a lot of similarities. I mean, it's a retelling, but I thought the author did a really good job with just bringing all of the original elements and creating like a modern southern version of it, and I thought it was great. It was really well done. So I'm giving this book 4 stars. And now I'm also on to the next book over here, which is Influence by Sarah Shepard and Lilia Buckingham. This one I'm reading a little bit slower. I'm on page 58. I don't know, like I'm not loving it. I think it's okay. It's basically about influencers and I believe there's some sort of like murder in here, but I mean I haven't gotten to that part yet, so I really don't know how true that is. But I think there's a murder in here, like a suspense kind of thriller book as well. And it follows a girl, her name is Delilah Rollins, who I guess it's like her story of before she became viral and kind of like how she is as an influencer. And then it also follows 3 other girls. One is Fiona, one is Jasmine, one is Scarlett, who are also really big influencers and kind of like their lives as influencers and also juggling other things. Like for example, I think it was Fiona who's also trying to, I forget if it's Fiona or Jasmine, who's also like doing a bunch of like TV shows, stuff like that. Some like acting there, and I don't know, it's like interesting so far. Like it's not super like, I'm not very invested in the story so far, but it's interesting. I mean, I'm definitely curious to see like what's going on. I feel like it's very Gossip Girl like, to be honest, but yeah, so far it's okay. I don't really have much to say about it, but I will continue reading and I will update you guys as I continue reading. I mean, I should have really updated you guys more when I had reading this book, but it is what it is. But yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys later. So just wanted to give you guys an update on my reading. So I am currently reading this book over here. I'm now on page 82. I don't know, I'm just like, this book is just not that thrilling for me. It's already, so technically it's Christmas Day right now. I think I'll get this book over the weekend, and if I still can't get through like it's not just drawing me in, I'm just gonna DNF it, because honestly this book is, I feel like the concept is pretty intriguing, but I just feel like there's a lot of pettiness to it that I am just not in the mood for. So I don't know, but I feel like in theory it just sounded really interesting about influencers. I feel like, you know, as a booktuber, it's like something that I am familiar with, like the world, and so it's interesting to kind of see like this book's take on it, but I don't know, it's just not drawing me in at all. I'm going to continue reading it and I'll see, but as of right now I am contemplating about DNFing it, so we'll see. I'm going to give this book, like I said already, over the weekend and decide. But yeah, that's kind of my update for now. It's not a very good update, but Merry Christmas. I feel like by the time this video comes out it'll be the New Year's already, so I mean it doesn't really matter anymore. It's like Christmas over, but Merry Christmas to everyone. Hopefully everyone had an amazing holiday. Hey guys, just want to jump in quickly and kind of end this vlog here. So I just wanted to finish up my January arc reading vlog with this book over here. So I decided to DNF it. I got to page 118. Honestly, it was just not for me. I just didn't really feel connected with the characters. It just felt very boring. Like it felt like not boring in the sense like nothing was happening. There's a lot of stuff happening, but it was very catty and very toxic, and I just like didn't care for it. So I decided to just DNF it and I want to just move on to different books. So that's what I'm going to do, and just, you know, move on and just not read this book ever again. So yeah, that's kind of it with this one. But yeah, so anyways, that is it in terms of this reading vlog. Just a quick recap in terms of the books that I read for this time. So the first book that I read was The Wife Upstairs, which I absolutely loved. I gave that book four stars. I think I gave the book 4 stars. And then I read this one over here, which I DNF'd. So I think I only read 2 books. Did I only read 2 books? Oh man, I only read 2 books. Oh, anyways, point is, I only read 2 books for this reading vlog, so that is it in terms of this reading vlog. Very short, very sweet. But yeah. So anyways, that's all to say for this video. Let me know below if you have read either The Book Upstairs or this book over here, and if you have, what your thoughts are. But as always, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe down below, don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!